Hello. Hi, good
Hello.
evening.
Hi.
Yes. Yes, it's good to see you again, Hero. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. I'm good.
Good to hear that.
How
Okay.
about you?
Yeah,
How
I'm
about you?
okay. Doing
I'm
great.
okay.
I'm doing
Okay.
great. Yes, thanks for asking. Oh, I can see here you chose side by side 3, chapter 10 to 6. Is that right?
Yes, but I only finished page 141 pages. So,
Okay. So you have already started this one. Yes.
mhm.
And so we will start with page 142. Is that right?
Yes, it's right.
Okay, so let's start with 142 reading. Okay, all right, so before we read the story, let's practice some useful vocabulary words first. Okay, so please repeat
Okay.
after me. Let's start with an hour a day.
An hour a day.
We also have you can see why.
You can see why.
All right, touchy subject.
Touchy subject.
Behave.
Behave.
Lenient.
Lenient.
Okay, we also have liberal
Liberal.
and conservative.
Conservative.
And the last one is strict.
Strict.
All right. Do you have any questions so far?
I don't know about the word number 5. Lenient.
Lenient. Okay.
What this means?
Yes, when we say lenient, we are not so strict. Not so strict. So we tolerate some situation. Right? Not so strict. For example, in Japan, with regards to your, for example, wearing mask is advised, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's no penalty, right? For
Yes.
example, if someone will be caught not wearing mask, but in the Philippines, there is a penalty, so it's strictly implemented. So you're more lenient. Japan is more lenient with the face mask.
Okay,
Yeah,
I see.
all right. Okay, very good. Yes. All right, so this time let's read the title of the story. Please repeat after me. We have touchy subjects.
Touchy subject.
All right, so now please read the first paragraph.
Okay, Larry and his parents always disagree when they talk about politics. Larry is very liberal, but his parents aren't. They're very conservative. Larry thinks the president is doing a very poor job, but his parents don't.
Mhm.
They think the president is doing a fine job also. Larry doesn't think the government should spend a lot of money on defense, but his parents do. They think the country needs a strong army. You can see why Larry and his parents always disagree when they talk about politics. Politics is a very touchy subject this time.
Touchy, okay? Touchy
Uh,
subjects. All right.
okay,
Yes.
touchy subject.
All right. And
Touchy.
also, again, don't forget the word conservative.
Conservative.
Yes. Okay. All right. So, this time I'll ask you a question about the first paragraph, okay?
Mhm.
All right. So the first question is, what do Larry and his parents think about the president?
They think Larry thinks the president is doing a very poor job, but his parents don't.
Exactly,
They,
yes.
they think like
Yeah, so they have different observation about the president,
mhm.
right? Very good. Okay, how about number two? What do Larry and his parents think about money for defense?
Defense. uh, Parents think the country needs a strong army,
Mm-hmm.
but Larry doesn't think the government should spend a lot of money on defense. But
Yes.
his parents do.
They have again opposite understanding, right? About the defense. Okay. All right. Could you please read the second paragraph?
Mhm. Okay, the Greens and their next door neighbors, the Harrisons, always disagree when they talk about child rearing.
Mhm.
The Greens are very lenient with their children, but the Harrisons aren't. They were very strict. The Greens let their children watch television whenever they want, but the Harrisons don't. They let their children watch television for only an hour a day. Also, the Harrisons have always taught their children to sit quietly and behave well at the dinner table, but the Greens haven't.
Mhm.
They have always allowed their children to do whatever they want at the dinner table. You can see why the Greens and the Harrisons always disagree when they talk about child rearing.
Mhm.
Child rearing is a very touchy subject these days.
Right. Okay. All right. So let's have again a question about this paragraph. So the question is, do the Greens and their next door neighbors, the Harrisons, agree when they talk about child rearing?
No, they never agree. They always disagree
That's correct. Yes.
when they talk about child rearing.
Rearing, yes, they are exactly the opposite, right? The
Mhm.
opposite. All right, next question is, what are their philosophies of child rearing?
Philosophy.
Mhm.
The Greens are very lenient with
Mhm.
their children, but the Harrison aren't. Harrison is they're very strict.
Yes, the Harrisons is very strict, but the Green is very lenient. All right.
Lenient.
Yes. Okay, very good. You got it all correct. All right, so now let's have reading check up. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So this time, yeah, let's have the reading check up. So we have true, false, or maybe. Okay, so three answers here. I will read a statement. Please answer true, false, or maybe. Okay, if the answer isn't
Mhm.
in the story. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's start with number one. Larry and his parents never agree when they talk about politics. Is it true, false, or maybe?
Uh, True.
That is true. Very good. Okay, so they don't agree. All right, number two. Larry probably supports equal rights for women and minorities. Is it true, false, or maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's maybe because it's not stated in the paragraph. Okay, very good. Let's have number three. The Harrisons' children watch television more often than the Greens' children. What do you think is the answer?
False.
It is false. Okay, it's the opposite. Okay, next, number four. The Greens' children probably go to bed later than the Harrisons' children. Hmm.
Hmm, maybe.
It's maybe because it's not stated. Very good. And the last one, since the Greens and the Harrisons disagree, they never talk about child rearing.
Maybe. Or false.
False is the
False.
answer. Yes, because they are talking and they disagree. Okay. All right. Very good. Wow. That's very impressive. Now let's have the next one. How about you? Okay.
Hmm.
So this is the next activity. How about you? All right. The question is, do you and someone you know always disagree about touchy subjects?
Ah, um, I, I, I'm conservative
Mm-hmm.
people. So that's episode one.
Okay.
Like army or something scene.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, I, yeah, I can. What do I say?
Hmm. So you're a
So,
conservative.
concept. Yeah, some people this in our country disagree
Hmm.
about armies,
Ah,
but
yes.
I'm maybe we need some armies
Oh, so
against Chinese. China. China
ah,
is
okay.
very big country, so
That's right.
I think we need
So you support the defense to improve.
yeah, improve. We
Okay.
need
So how about are there some in your family or friends or relatives that disagree with your principle about the government defense? Do you have someone who disagree with you?
I think my mother is
Ah,
disagree with me.
oh, just like the first paragraph, right?
He's a liberal. Yes, she
Yes.
is liberal. But maybe my father agree with me.
Oh,
I think
okay. Yeah, of course.
he's
Mostly.
very realistic people. So
Oh, wow. Yes, okay. So you have a support from your father. That's good. Okay, very good. Yeah, that's it's really an example. Okay, that's great. All right, we're actually done with this lesson.